the time. Of course, thank you to our hobbies that are here after all their hard efforts to be at this moment in their demo day. And of course, thanks a lot to the companies that made this possible too, that were part of the process, and the special guests that had the time to be here, watch their projects and give some important feedback about it, okay? So as we all know, this is the demo day for the cohort 20, okay? Today, we will have like different spaces where we are able to see what their projects were about, to watch their pitch, and of course, give important feedback about it, which is really important for our hobbies and of course for Holberton, okay? So first of all, this will be like the order and the agenda that we will have for today. Okay, we will present, of course, the special guests that are here, the capstone allies that were also part of all this process with the hobbies. We will make you know what are the order for the 6 projects that we are going to present today, of course. After that, we are going to have some words from Hernando Barreto, our executive director of Holberton. And of course, we are going to start with the pitch presentation. Okay, so just to remind you, there's going to be a time for each group to present. And after that, the allies and the companies will have the chance to ask questions and give some feedback. Okay, also to all the allies that confirm their attendance here, I sent the rubric pitch evaluation. Okay, it's a form that you can find in the email, all the companies that confirm that we're going to be here. Okay, so it will be really, really important for us that you have the chance to fill out this form each time that a group presents. So afterwards, we will have the chance to watch the feedback and see, of course, how the groups could improve and what they did good on your eyes, okay? So please, if any of you doesn't have the form on your email, the companies and allies, please let me know directly and I will send it again, okay? So taking that into consideration, I would like first to present some of the special guests that were able to be here today. Thanks a lot for the time. We know 2 hours might be a lot in a Friday, but thank you for the moment. And we hope to have really like a good feedback from you that let us know how our hobbies made it. Okay, so from Laboratio, we have a Jose Laureano and Diorela Ledesma. Okay, Laboratio, it's a company that had the chance to be part of the latest capstone, Cohort 19. They had 2 groups, and I think it was a really good experience. And now, in this capstone, they were not as a company that was participating, but they completely know how this works, and it will be really good for us to have their feedback, okay? Jose, as you can see here in the slide, is a software engineer executive. It has experience as a CTO, founder, and it's a current managing partner at Laboratio, as Diorela is. She's a psychologist with a wide experience too in educational and clinical counseling. And that's, I think, a really good match and a really good mix for us to have here, okay? And also, it's really good and a pleasure for us to have a former hobby, Imanola Solo. He's from Cohort 16. He's currently a senior software engineer at TerraVision. So we hope to have his feedback too. He already was in this position some time ago. So it will be really good for us to have their feedback, of course. So thanks again for being here, for taking the time, and we hope to hear all your comments and questions, okay? And of course, it's important to present our capstone allies, the companies and the professionals that were willing to be part of this process for cohort 20. So first, from Eficacia, we have Natalie Jaramillo. She's industrial engineer and data scientist, and she was a part of the process for the Eficacia group. She was not alone, but she's like the representative from this project. So we wanted to present her. Also, we have Juan Andres de los Rios. He's from Coali, and he's the current project manager that we're able to be part also of the process and provide support to the hobbies. So Coali is a platform of talent that it's focused in combat unemployment in LATAM. So it's a really good initiative, and we wanted to also be part of it and have the chance to make a project in that. And finally, we have Santiago Martinez. Of course, he's not the only one involved in the project, but he's like the one that represented. And he's a current partner at Futura. They basically help US startups to find talent from software engineers in LATAM. So we have had the chance to present some of our hobbies to their selection processes. So of course, we wanted to check how our hobbies and how their knowledge could improve exactly all the selection process that they go on. Okay, so thanks a lot to the three of you and to the rest of the people from these companies that were able and willing to support our hobbies in the process, and that gave us ideas to be like executed in the projects. Okay. So, well, now I would like to leave you with Natalia Paredes. She's our current program manager. Sorry, I didn't present myself in the beginning. I think all of you know me. I am Paulina Cadavida, and I'm the current career development and partnerships lead. And of course, Natalia was a really important part of this process and always provided like support to our hobbies in the process. So, okay, Natalia, go ahead.
Thank you, Paulina. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here, for your support in this process. This is our slots for today. So we're going to start with the independent project from Bogota, then Futura. We're moving on with Coali, Eficacia, independent project from Medellin, and we're going to close with Boneto. Remember that each one has 5 minutes of pitch, okay? 5 minutes of pitch. Then we're gonna have maximum 10 minutes of feedback and questions from everyone, okay? If you are a hobby here from any other cohort, 21, 22, you can also participate. If you have any questions, you can do it. Our special guests, of course, we want to hear you. We want to hear your feedback, and the companies, the allies, are more than welcome to participate as well. But this will leave us with 15 minutes for each one of our teams, okay? Now we have Fernando Barreto, our CEO of Holberton Colombia Cohort, that he has some words for you.
Good morning, everybody. Very glad to be here today, as usual. This is our capstone project, probably number 13 after the first one was exactly 4 years ago in 2019. Then this is actually number 12, as we do 3 per year. Then thank you for the hiring partners to take the time to prepare and organize a project, and to also provide some guidance and mentoring to the participants, for the teams that work in their projects. I think this capstone project is one of the best tools and things that are make Holberton different from many other alternatives that are in the market. We realize that there are a lot of alternatives, and we really appreciate all our hiring partners. We have over 400 hiring partners in Colombia and internationally. To many of them has contributed before as capstone partners too. Then the intention today is for the companies that were working as capstone partners to see the results of what the team assigned to their project was able to complete in this very short time. Many of these projects are very challenging projects that are really material for several months' work. But the idea is today is to see how much were they able and how good was the solution that at least is being presented today. Also, congratulations to all the Holbys. You are programmers now. You are already software developers. And I know that this has been hard work. The methodology, the requirements, the time requirements, and it's very demanding for all of you. We understand many of you have made some family sacrifices in order to dedicate time to Holberton and all the time that you need. But as we already know, those efforts are normally very well compensated by the industry and by the market. We are reaching already almost 1,000 developers, programmers that has been trained with Holberton in Colombia, and that's a very big achievement. Many of them, more than 91%, are able to find jobs and work in the industry with a reasonable or very good compensation. Thank you to Emmanuel from Ecuador. I think Emmanuel is also a live testimonial that the program is not only good and could be very well executed in Colombia, but also Ecuador, and now we are opening Panama and we are opening Florida, in addition to the other 29 locations that Holberton has around the world. And finally, thank you to the staff and that make all these efforts possible for being here today. And thank you to the special visitors that are going to be participating today in these demo days, in this demo day. Thank you very much to all, and let's go. Let's see the projects.
Thank you, Hernando. So yes, let's start this journey. Let's start with the presentation, Holbys. So the first group, start to get ready. We're gonna begin. Where are you guys? Jorge, Ochoa, and where is Andres? I don't see you.
Here.
There you are. Yes, there you are. We have many people too. I lose you. So you can start now. The floor is yours, guys. You can start.
Perfect. Good morning, everyone. First of all, do you see the screen? Do you see the presentation, the slides? Perfect. So I want to ask everyone if you have ever played, probably yes, a video game. And if the answer is yes, I want to ask you guys if you have ever wondered how the video game works, how what it's behind all the shiny colors or the game movement and all the story behind that they're telling us. So that's why we decided to make this project. It's a Unity technology exploration project. We made a video game called Eden Exploration, a 2D video game, Castlevania style. More later, we're going to show you. Oops, sorry. So when we start the project, we faced basically two main problems. That first of all, we have never used this technology before, and second of all, we are going to step inside new concepts in terms of programming and how the video games is related and how that connects with the screen. So we also use the tools that Holberton give us to explore to allow us to learn this technology in a little short time. And this technology is basically, as I said before, Unity and C#. We have bases with C, but we never use C# in the program. So that was a fun experiment also. As I said before, we use online resources to learn the technology as fast as we could. We use tutorials, we use blogs, we use community forums, we use everything, any tool that we could use, we use it. In the name of bringing the game alive and finishing the project. So my partner Jesus Andres, he's going to continue the presentation. Thank you very much.
Hi, good morning. Well, the first aspect or the main aspect of our game is the movement, because in a Metroidvania game, that is the gender of our game, the main aspect almost in every game that is Metroidvania is the movement. So we focus on do a movement that feels smooth and feels fluid and responsive. So how we did that? Uh, Practically a base of trial and error approach, because we didn't know anything, and we use a new input system that allows to play with the control like an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller. Please pass the diapositive. So the second aspect of our game, I think, is the world. So in this aspect, we focus on the animation of the enemies and, well, almost all creature that is on our game, and we use the animator that is the main tool of Unity. But in this, you have to put the animation frame per frame, because we are using pixel art. So we focus on making the dynamic positions and animation to our enemies, like the eye that is here in the diapositive. That's one of our enemies. Also, we focus on the style of the art that that is like the main character. Please pass the diapositive. So I would like to show you a little video of our game. Yeah. Well, in conclusion, we did a project exploring the technology that we didn't use before, and we make our best effort to bring it to life. In the video, I don't know if you see it like pause it, but is I think that is for the internet. But well, that's all. Please pass the diapositive. Finally, this is the team that make possible this project. This is our LinkedIn, and that's all.
Thank you, team. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Andres, for your presentations. Now we have time for questions, feedback from our audience. You can use the emoticons to raise your hand if you want. I think I see one. Juan Lopez.
Hello, I'm from Cohort 22, and I want to ask you guys what what's the problem with FPS? Because I see a game that maybe could monetize on mobile, maybe, but the FPS problem is a little bit annoying. So I want to ask you if you struggle a lot trying to fix this, or I don't know if you uh, don't have idea how to solve.
Um,
It really don't have a problem with the FPS, but it's for the PowerPoint because it's a video on a PowerPoint, so it sees like out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. It's for the
Yeah,
PowerPoint.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Juan. Hernando.
A couple of questions. What we what are your expectations after finishing this project and after finish the program? Do you want to go work for a company creating video games or any job in terms of the of software development? And also, I would like to know what was the most challenging part of the program and how that helped you to finish your project.
Jorge, you wanna answer this question?
okay, perfect. First, I'm gonna start with the most challenging part of the program. I think it's not finding the information, it's more like understanding, because we have a lot of information, so we have to go through it and learn from it. So you have to learn what information you really need, and what doesn't you need, so you can keep going with the project, weekly project that we had before, during the program. That help us to find information that really we need, when we try to make the video game. So sometimes we step with some problems in the code or something like that, but we know that it's just a matter of finding the correct way of doing it. And about the expectation of the industry, I really want to go to join any team. The industry of the video games is really good, and we can romanticize it if you want, but it's not a safe way to go in life, if I can say it. It's a really gambling. I will say it's a gambling if you go in the industry gaming right now. I would say that. Andres, if you want to answer.
Yeah, well, like, well, I will say the same. I would like to really join any team or any job that is in the industry, but no, especially the video games, because it's difficult.
Thank you.
Beard from Cohort 20. This is the first time you see this group's presentation. So, any comments? Okay, no more comments. Fernando,
Let's go to the next.
let's move on. Okay,
Thank you and
So-
congratulations again, Andres, David. Congratulations for the efforts, and looks very nice. The game looks very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
good job, guys. Congratulations, good job. So we're gonna move on with Futura. Charlene, Jonathan Ortiz, Juan Eduardo Gomez, and Rubén Flores. This is a mixed group, mixed city group, Medellin and Cali.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we're able
Yes,
to.
Jonathan.
Right.
Se ve toda la pantalla, eso ya. Ahí, I'm ready.
Did you know that, on average, a recruiter takes approximately 1 hour to collect, analyze, and organize data? This is in addition to creating documents and sending emails. Every minute counts in the recruiting world. We've discovered that it's not just about the total time, but also about optimal organization and data collection. How did we manage to solve this issue? We built an automation platform for recruiters. Automate is an advanced AI-powered talent data collection system. With Automate, we managed to reduce by data manipulation process time by 96%. How did we achieve this?
Optimization begins with tactic. With this AI tool, we have successfully automated interview transcriptions. This means the interviewer no longer has to take notes, improving the overall structure of the interview and reducing its duration by 32%. I don't know if my screen is
No pasa, ¿cierto?
el computador.
No,
We have
Just a bit.
problems with the computer. Don't change the slide. Please restart the share. ¿no?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we're able to hear you and we see the screen.
Try.
Restart that.
Oops. Try to do it manually and change to the next slide and present again. It will present in a full screen if you can solve it.
Okay, so what we can do now, you got it, guys, or no?
We're gonna present it without animation, only with
Okay,
that.
go ahead. Okay,
Volvamos a empezar, okay.
Yes, restart the
Yes.
presentation.
yes,
Okay.
restart, please.
Okay. Did you know that, on average, a recruiter takes approximately 1 hour to collect, analyze, and organize data? This is in addition to creating documents and sending emails. Every minute counts in the recruiting world. We've discovered that it's not just about the total time, but also about optimal organization and data collection. How did we manage to solve this issue? We built an automation platform for recruiters. Automate is an advanced AI-powered talent data collection system. With Automate, we managed to reduce the data manipulation process time by 96%. How did we achieve this?
Optimization begins with tactic. With this AI tool, we have successfully automated interview transcriptions. This means the interviewer no longer has to take notes, improving the overall structure of the interview and reducing its duration by 32%. This allows the interview to focus on other details, marking only the first step toward complete optimizations. By integrating this process in Notion, and just by adding the file generated by tactic and the just by adding the file generated by tactic to the data table and processing it in means of a button. It executes the filtering, the data segment to the table, the profile creation, in addition, the creation and sending the email of the candidate agreement in PDF format.
These data are processed through the integration of the ChatGPT API. This AI is responsible for the process of filtering and selecting the required information to be added to Notion. Additionally, this system handles the generation of the candidate agreement and its subsequent delivery. In addition, our system allows the sending of one or more resumes of the candidates to the company for possible hiring.
Our landing page is built in React, enabling a detailed visualization of the processes performing along with their respective responses. Additionally, our system is protected by a middleware which protects our server from outsiders.
This integration is supported by our software with an architecture based on Node.js, Express, and MongoDB. Ultimately, the outcome of the program not only saves time, but redefines the way companies approach talent acquisition. With the tailored results and efficiency, we deliver a significant shift in the recruiting paradigm. We not only transform the process, but also pave the way to a future where technology and artificial intelligence are key allies in strategic decision making in the workplace.
We're gonna share you the general overview of the Automate. This is all the components of system and the integrations. And next, we're gonna talk about our challenge. We think that our biggest challenge was finding the way to integrate this multiple service to achieve the goal. And another was writing the current for ChatGPT and organizing the response into the necessary data type for Notion. The last one was learning new technology and tools in a short amount of time. You can find our application with this QR code. And finally, we are Charlie Mosquera, Juan Valencia, Ruben Flores, and myself, Jonathan Ortiz. You can find us with this QR code. Your comments are welcome. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, team. Thank you, Futura. Now let's move on with questions, feedback.
I would like to hear from the mentor from Futura if he's in the meeting, to understand from him or from her what was the problem, that the challenge that Futura had in mind for this project, and his or her opinion about how the presentation makes sense on this.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, like, I mean, we recruit software engineers from Latin America to US startups, and we are very operational intensive, right? So like, we have a lot of operations. Like first, we have a meeting with, like, first we go through LinkedIn, we get like a lot of candidates, we get them, then, or to recommendations, then we do a lot of interviews, like let's say like 20, 30, 40 interviews before we get one or two candidates that like the company selects. And we have to take a lot of notes on those candidates, right? So first step is like note taking. We take a lot of time, not like in the note taking process. Second, like notes are very long, right? So we try to like build a story or a copy, like using copywriting to build a story out of those notes, right? So like, because we get a lot of information in the notes from the interviews, and we want to have like a one pager or even less than one pager copy of the candidates, we had to go through a process. First, the data collection process through the note taking. Second, we make the copy, and the copy takes a lot of marketing skills and thus, right? Then we bring this into a CRM. Before, our CRM was a mess, but through the project it built. So basically what they, like, that was the problem, was a lot of operational stuff. Like the first part, the note taking, they solved it through like integrating Tactic, which is like a Chrome extension that takes notes for me when I'm in the meetings with the candidates. Then they use ChatGPT to integrate those notes, bring it to ChatGPT, and they tell ChatGPT, please make a brief out of all those notes. And they did it with ChatGPT. And then, like, one of the biggest problems was like, bringing all this information into one place. But we didn't want to build a CRM or an interface from scratch because we knew it was not going to be good. So we told them, hey guys, we manage everything of our company. We manage it in Notion. So can you build all of this in Notion? And they didn't know how to do it, but they found a way to like taking notes in Tactic, sending it to ChatGPT to like understand all the notes, and then sending every detail of the notes to different parts of Notion in our CRM, like that they built in Notion, right? So they use the Notion API. So like for us, it was like the perfect thing, right? Because like we didn't want to take notes. We didn't want to do the copywriting because it took a lot of time. They said 1 hour, but sometimes doing copywriting for one candidate takes even 2 or 3 hours, right? And then they integrated into the front end that we wanted to have, which was Notion. And for us, that was perfect because the Notion is amazing. And then they built something in 1 month that looks amazing because they use the Notion API and they built on top of Notion. So yeah, for us, they totally solved the problem.
Thank you. And then I will follow up with a question for the team. What was probably the most difficult or challenging part of working on this project?
Our biggest challenge was finding a way to integrate multiple services to achieve this goal. That was the biggest challenge.
And what about coordination of different components and coordination between the team, how that part works in order to have everybody involved and productive during the project?
We were like collaborative. For example, we use Trello to assign a task, and with that tool, we can complete these requirements, the requirements for this project.
We don't divide the team of the front end and back end. We use Trello for select the task and continue with the project the way more favorable to this necessity.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations. I think seems to be an outstanding job. Thank you.
Thank you to be.
Oh, guys, I have a question for you, because like it was the first time after Holberton that you actually work with a client, right? And from the very beginning, you had to understand the client need. How was it? Like how was connecting like your experience coding at Holberton with, for the first time, trying to understand the needs of a client?
Thanks for your question, Santiago. But well, how we connect your necessities with the code, that is understanding your necessities and making how we can solve this, and like a route, using a route, diagram fluid, or to complete these requirements, or what do you need? Diorela,
Diorela, yes.
go ahead.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. So a couple of things. First of all, I really like that little short of Martin. So it's a comedy that was in the 90s. It brought me back to my younger years, so that was funny. When he was like because he was like in a court and he was like put it to be seated. That's a comedy show called Martin, and it was funny. Also, I really like your system diagram. You guys seem to work very organized. That's very important when you're working with a group. And you mentioned that you use Trello as well. So that's very good, because you can even, if there's an organization that you're going to go and work in the future and you're already that organized, that says a lot about you, especially because when organizations don't have everything organized and everything put together, especially like flow diagrams for me is so important, just because there's so many people that have visual learning style, and when they see it, it kind of comes alive, even the client side. So imagine you're going to pitch this to a client and you already have it organized and you have the stack prepared and you have everything set up already with the visual, with the images. That's going to be very important for your client, because some clients just like to see it, right? They just want to see it in a visual format. Also, I think that because when you pass the slides, I was not able to catch the QR code for the technology. I would like to take a stab at it and kind of I don't know, probably do it very internally with my team here. I am the one in charge of most of the hiring in Laboratio. So is Jose. He's the tech guy, but I probably do most of the work, and I would like to like test it and see how it goes. So, but it was a great job. Thank you guys.
Thanks for your comments, Yorela, and that is correct. We have a lot of tools, and we use the tools that is existing right now, and approach that for our professional life.
Thank you. Thank you for the participation. Okay, I don't see more hands up. We can move on according to our agenda, 9:50 Koali, and it's 9:53, so we need to respect time. Let's move on with Koali. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Futura team. Good job.
Hi, everybody. Now, okay. Okay. Welcome to Coali, the platform that redefines decision making in the technology workplace. Hasn't first of all, hasn't it ever happened to you that at some point in your life, when you're looking for a job, so much information overwhelms and it's not clear? When searching in the web page, and we have also noticed that there are statistics that are ignored to be able to be compared and thus choose the job we are looking for so much. That is why Coali has two of these applications to facilitate that. In an ever-evolving technology job market, the lack of accurate information on salary trends, skill demand, and experience levels can be a significant obstacle for professionals and employers. Developers and technology professionals deserve a clear, up-to-date view of their field to make informed decisions. So that is why Coali is the answer to this challenge. Our application provides a comprehensive view of the tech job landscape through accurate statistics and interactive charts generated with Google Charts. Using cutting-edge technology such as React, Tailwind, CSS, Node.js, and MongoDB, we have created an intuitive platform that allows users to explore detailed data on programming language, experience level, and salaries. We have three outstanding features. The first one is accurate statistics, up-to-date data on salaries, skill demand, and distribution by experience level. The second one is the interactivity, dynamic Google Charts to easily explore and understand trends. And the last one is to use intuitive interface, responsive design for a seamless experience on any device. The Coali impact not only benefits the professional, that is important to say, but also companies, but providing them with key information for a strategic decision, making in the recruitment and retention of talent. We contribute to market transparency, driving professional growth, and obviously the development. At Coali, we are committed to revolutionizing the way of technology professional and business interact with the world of work. So join us as we turn for decision making and build a more informed and equitable future of work. The front end of the web page is one of part that is more designing for users. So if you can see in the screenshot and the demo before, this enjoy a friendly interface, simple, pleasing to the eye, and the most important, comfort to use. In this part, we experience the last challenge that takes us as a team and as a person, where each one put their effort to face them and have a successful path. Some of the challenges for us were technical difficulties with APIs, initial research, learning new technologies and methods, short time, obviously working for the first time with a company. These are the principal tools we use: React, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Google Charts, Node.js, MongoDB for the backend. And this was the team that faced the new challenge that were set for us and achieved successful results. These are our networks and roles that we play: Michel Caballero, Miguel Ángel Vélez, and Santiago Espejo. I go before if you want to scan the QR.
Yes. If you want to scan the QR to their LinkedIn.
Stop.
To your LinkedIn.
Ansiedad.
Jesus, can you please mute your mic? Thank you. Thank you, Santiago. Thank you, Michelle and Miguel. Just in time. Questions, feedback. And if we have Coali here.
Yes, also will be very valuable if Juan Andres from Coali could give maybe some feedback about the process or a particular question that you have from the company, because you were the one that always support the guys and were the main part of the process. So I don't know if you're there able to speak, Juan Andres.
Yes, hello to everybody. My name is Juan. So I work from Coali and I was like the PM of this project. So first of all, I want to congratulate the team because we faced like a lot of problems or issues, and they seems to manage them all. Feedback, I know that it was the first time you work with a company. Is fine. We had like some complications with the communication, but most of them we have problems with the technology, but at the end they managed them all, and congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Juan. Questions?
Don't worry.
I know it was like a very challenging project, but at the end with communication, with good communication, you were able to handle it. So I hope this is something you learn from now on, because you guys are going now to look for a job, and the process here is to learn and develop not only technical skills but also soft skills. And I know you guys had to develop a lot skills, not only this group, all of the groups. Paula.
Thank you, Nata. Thank you, guys. Amazing job. I have a question for each of you. With all of that you work and you learn in this project, what or how you are going to implement in your daily life, in your job applications, what can you take of these projects for the future? But I want to hear everyone, Michelle, Miguel, and Santiago. What do you think that you can take of this project for your future as developer?
Well, I gonna start. I think for me, I can save for the future, taking some of the project, maybe like the way we looking for some information, looking for a statistic, looking for maybe a good job, because the main idea of this app web was like, if you looking for a job, how you search. If you're looking just like for the name of the employee, or real statistic, like if you want a good pay, if you want a good time, if you want maybe homework. So obviously I can take some like how I can search a good job, search a good way to find like a good a good way to make like to make a good search of the job, and for me that is like I can say for this project. I don't know my teammates how.
Michelle and Miguel.
Okay. I don't know if I understand the question. My English is very bad, but I understand. I think that. Okay, sorry, espera. Okay. Can you repeat the question, please?
No worries. The question is, what do you take of this project for your future as a developer?
Oh, okay. For me, okay.
Miguel, if it's very difficult for you in English,
yeah.
try to understand. I know. In Spanish.
Excuse me. Good morning, everyone. This application will help me inform myself about how the world of work is advancing in the technological area through statistics to decide which programming language I prefer to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Now, Miguel, go ahead. No worries. You are muted. Miguel, you are muted. We cannot hear you.
Miguel. Perdón, qué pena. Se les puedo responder en español, la verdad, estoy un poco mal con el inglés. Qué pena ahí. Entonces, ok, ¿me podría repetir las preguntas en español? Qué pena.
Claro, la pregunta en español sería, ¿qué puedes tomar de este proyecto y aplicarlo en tu vida profesional hacia futuro?
Ok, como en la construcción de este proyecto, pues la verdad, muchas cosas. Siento que en este proyecto fueron demasiadas cosas nuevas con las que nos enfrentamos. Aprendimos demasiado, tuvimos que aprender demasiado y siento que fue una experiencia demasiado importante para todos. Y pues, ¿qué podría tomar? La verdad, todo el conocimiento fue fructuoso, fue nutriente, ¿cierto? Eh, yo diría que más que todo como la intercomunicación, pues como el aprender como a comunicarnos entre nosotros y la importancia pues como de la comunicación con la gente que tenemos a nuestro alcance y ese tipo de cosas.
Thank you, Miguel. I think Imanol, I want to give the word to Imanol, has his hand raised. Go ahead.
Yes, I have some feedback to you. Good morning, I am Imanol. I am from Cohort 16, and I am working in television as full stack developer, and I have passed for some capstones, 2 capstones, and I know what are you fighting for. I know how are you, like your feelings, your nervous or whatever. Now I will speak in Spanish because I think that you need to understand my feedback more personally, okay? Como he dicho, soy Manuel de la Corte 16, muchos ya me conocen aquí por ser un poco directo en mis feedbacks. Y os comento la película. Tenéis que creer en el proyecto en el que estáis. Me tenéis que hacer creer a mí como vuestro posible inversor o vuestro posible comprador o vuestro posible cliente, que os creéis el proyecto de parte a parte, que vivís por este proyecto. No me tenéis que decir en lo que habéis fallado. No me tenéis que decir, es que las APIs son difíciles para nosotros. Es que ese ha sido un desafío muy grande. No me digáis eso porque me estáis diciendo que está fallando la cosa, ¿no? Si me decís, es una reunión técnica con mi PM, es una reunión técnica con mi jefe y le digo, oye, mira que hermano, que las APIs aquí no funcionan y tenemos que buscar otra solución. Vosotros me tenéis que dar una solución. No me tenéis que dar un problema porque el problema ya lo estoy viendo yo. ¿Ya? Yo solo he visto de vuestra aplicación un login. No sé ni cómo lo habéis hecho, ni cómo lo habéis dejado de hacer. Si fuera esto una reunión técnica, ahora realmente desde mi parte de full stack como lead, os estaría dando el látigo hasta morir, ¿no? Porque estaría diciendo, no me habéis enseñado nada, solo me habéis enseñado un Figma, vamos a decirlo así, o una presentación. ¿Me entendéis a lo que voy? Y me habéis estado hablando de ese objeto que habéis creado, me lo habéis estado hablando y mientras me lo explicabais en la misma conversación y me decíais lo mismo. ¿Ya? En una presentación, vosotros tenéis que estar hablando de una cosa y enseñando otra cosa para tener todo el espectro de la información, no solo una partecita como lo que hemos visto. ¿Ya? No os estoy diciendo mal, estas cosas os van a pasar todos los días. A mí me pasan todos los días. Yo llego frustradísimo después de una reunión con mi PM porque me pegan latigazos hasta debajo del carret y eso que somos amigos. Imagínate que fuéramos enemigos. ¿Ya? Imagínate que no os conocieran. Imagínate que, por ejemplo, en tu caso, Miguel, que me diga, sorry, but I don't speak English. Nunca me pidas perdón. Nunca en tu vida pidas perdón. Porque si pides perdón es porque estás fallando. Y yo no quiero ver tus fallos. Tú me dices, vamos a hablar en español porque igual el inglés no me funciona. Y voy a hacer lo posible para que tú me entiendas. ¿Ves cómo es la jugada? En vez de decir, perdón, es que no sé hablar inglés. No. Mi primer proyecto fue con un cliente de Nigeria. Imagínate hablar inglés con una persona que no sabe hablar inglés. ¿Ya? Al final, pues, te tienes que arreglar, ¿no? Entonces, es eso a lo que voy. Creeros el proyecto. Vivir de esto. Porque este proyecto, imaginaros que os fuera a dar hoy 100.000, 200.000 dólares para que podáis arrancar. Con esos 200.000 dólares, vosotros estaríais saltando en una pierna, diciendo, ya está, todo lo que he invertido yo en Holberton, en este caso, me está dando un rendimiento. ¿Entendéis a lo que voy? Imaginaos que con vuestra presentación de hoy, yo vea, chuta, este Mac vale como full stack, le voy a arrastrar a mi compañía, ¿ya? Porque estamos buscando gente. Entonces, le voy a decir, oye, Michi, ¿me ha gustado cómo hablas inglés? Vente para aquí, ¿ya? Eso es lo que estamos buscando hoy, en este capstone. No estamos buscando, os presento aquí Coap, qué bonito es. Coap, realmente, whatever. A mí me interesa lo que está detrás de Coap, el proyecto Coap, los integrantes de Coap. Eso es lo que me tenéis que vender. No un Coap. Coap hay 100.000. A no ser que hagáis la aplicación de la muerte, que se vende allá sola, pero tampoco es el caso. Porque entonces no tenéis que hacer esta presentación. ¿Entendéis a lo que voy? ¿Cómo son las... Y
Sí,
esto
perfectamente. Sí,
lo vais a
muchísimas
ver
gracias.
cara a cara, de aquí a un mes que salgáis. Porque aquí hay gente que está peleando también, como yo, en una empresa y eso es lo que hay. Hay que justificar. En mi caso, yo tendría que justificar mi salario preparando, haciendo unas presentaciones de la muerte. Yo ahora estoy en un grupo no solo con 3. Estamos 19 personas entre frontend, backend, proyecto, QA, UX, tenemos de todo. Y así todos nos llegamos. Es un proyecto de 1.200.000 euros. Imaginaros cuánto dinero hay en juego ahí. ¿Ya? Por eso os digo, os vais a enfrentar a esto. Y os vais a enfrentar a tigres de verdad. Yo os estoy hablando de colega, pero el siguiente que venga con el feedback os puedo decir, ya vosotros no. ¿Entendéis a lo que voy? Creeros
Sí,
lo que estáis
perfectamente.
haciendo. Vivir de esto. Antes, como me ha gustado ahora lo que me has hecho, Miguel. Cortarme mi speech. Eso me gusta, eso les gusta a muchos empresarios les gusta eso, porque saben así que tú estás inmiscuido en la jugada, que te, como diciendo, Dios, te voy a, ¿ya? Así que en todo lo que os pueda ayudar, sabéis que me podéis contactar, aquí Natalia os va a dar mi dato y todo para cualquier cosa que os pueda ayudar, aprovecharlo, ¿ya?
Vale, bueno, muchísimas gracias por el feedback.
Muchas
¿Verdad
gracias,
que
la verdad.
lo aprecio mucho bastante. Muchas
Thank
gracias.
you.
Cool.
Thank you, Manol. Thank you for that feedback. We need that. That's the real world, guys. That's the
You
real
know,
world.
you know that I am a bad guy. So.
That's no, you're not a bad guy. That's not a bad guy. You just have to go straight forward. That's it. That's the real world.
Cool.
Thank
So
you.
let's go forward for the next presentation.
Let's go with Kasia.
Next round, next round.
Next round, with
Yeah,
Kasia.
yeah. Cool.
Okay, we're able to.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Hello, everyone.
We can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, let's go. Anna,
Okay.
please start.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, Anna.
Okay. Our project is about extracting information from invoices through images. Imagine this, in the blink of an eye, turning a tedious text of extracting data from invoices into a quick and hands-free process. Our extremely solution is about to revolutionize how you handle documentation, giving you back time and leaving heroes in the review mirrors. Our problem is navigating in the complexity of invoices is like solving a puzzle with missing pieces. Customer demand specific data and extracting them manually becomes a tedious and error-prone test. It's not just about numbers, it's about recovering content hours, loss, interpreting invoices, and avoiding errors in current manual process. The complexity lies not only the details, but also in the inefficiency, and that comes with this aspect and data management. Okay. We've talked about the challenges and exploring the complexities of this automating the process from input or data output. We decide to implement custom object detection training, followed by intelligent segmentation and including with efficient data extraction. Now, let's see the training models. The training models work for inboxes detection within an image. This is the solid foundation of the development.
This is our solution. In this example, we use a model called Random Dino to find objects in image. The program works well for some images, but not for others. To make the model more accurate, we use a script called collect data to save the image and their coordinates in a folder called the book. These coordinates will be used for later segmentation. The Random Dino model didn't find all the invoices image that the company sent. To fix this problem, we made a new neural network. The new neural network found 95% of the invoices in the training data and 90% of the invoices in the evaluation data. This neural network is a good tool for finding invoices. It was a good and finding invoices in a carefully chosen set of images. However, it could be even better if there was training of a wider range of images. So now I will tell you the steps to follow. Break down invoices in my image into smaller pieces. Extract the needed information from the first part of the invoices image. Create a new neural network to find the number of items on the invoice image. Extract the rest of the needed information and export all the needed information from the invoices image to a file. And these were our challenges. We face challenges in automatic invoices processing, like format variation, new technology adaptation, manual data labeling, computer equipment, technical requirements, and project scope. So we use the following programming language and technology and libraries, like SAM by Meta, OpenCV, OCR, Rounding Dino, Tesseract, UltraList, and Python. So this development team, Ana Maria Cardona, Julian Perez, and myself, Juan David Restrepo, we all contribute to the development of the application. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, team. Okay, Manuel, the first one, okay. And Natalie had a medium one. Let's start with with eficacia. Natalie, if you want to start.
Muy buenos días para todos. Bueno, chicos, desde Eficacia nosotros queremos pues iniciar agradeciéndoles a Ana María, a Julián y a Juan por todo su esfuerzo, por el tiempo, por la dedicación. específicamente pues en buscar las diferentes opciones para resolver el reto de nuestra compañía. Esperamos que, pues, que este tiempo en el que pudimos compartir en este reto, pues hayan aprendido mucho en el proceso y que pues claramente esto les sirva como una experiencia para su crecimiento profesional. Frente a también a Holberton, pues como tal a la organización, en general, digamos que mi feedback sería que los tutores de pronto apoyen un poco más a los estudiantes, que tengan de pronto un seguimiento mucho más cercano hacia ellos y se puedan tener más espacios para la revisión de sus avances, ¿sí? O de las propuestas que ellos tienen antes de ya presentarlos directamente al cliente y que pues las, no sé, las correcciones o recomendaciones pues no se den durante los espacios que se tienen con los clientes, sino que sean espacios individuales pues con los chicos y que así como lo comentó Imanol, pues digamos que al cliente solamente le lleguen con las soluciones, ¿sí? O con los avances, ¿sí? Sean pocos o sean muchos, pero que se llegue pues a ese espacio mostrando finalmente lo que se tiene. Ese sería pues como mi retroalimentación. Muchas gracias nuevamente a todos por el tiempo y por tomar eficacia en consideración para resolver el reto. Muchísimas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Natalie, gracias por ese feedback y claro que sí, que lo vamos a tener en cuenta. De eso se tratan estos espacios, de alimentarlos para hacer de esta experiencia cada vez algo mejor. Continuamos con Imanol para respetar la fila que teníamos.
Cool. Do you hear me?
Yes.
I love your English, Juan Daniel. Your work is to be on a TV speaking about news, not in the capstone, because you have a so cool English, my friend. Ana Maria, I want to see your face. I want to see the face of the people who is selling something for me or to me. Okay, quiero ver la cara de la gente. Si no, no sé si estás leyendo un chat GPT y me estás hablando, no, entonces como que no tenemos ese feedback, ese feeling, ¿ya? Sería buenísimo que me mostraras tu cara.
Ay,
¿Ya?
y yo no sé. Yo
Si,
pensé que
no,
todos me estaban viendo.
si tienes problemas de video o lo que sea, pues me dices, oye, que tengo problemas de video y tal cual. Entonces ahí sí lo entiendo. Pero si de
En
buenas.
este momento sí se está viendo, Manuel. Yo la estoy viendo
Bueno.
aquí en cámara.
Es que está conectada al micrófono del celular y el video ahí está en el de mi
Ok.
chat. Ajá.
Vuestra presentación ha sido súper buena. Me ha gustado mucho, pero en vuestra deuda técnica del proyecto es que, por ejemplo, si capturáis los datos, si manejáis los datos, que es genial, mediante una inteligencia artificial, que es genial hoy por hoy, porque todo el mundo está pidiendo eso. Pero yo no he visto cómo yo, como cliente, puedo acceder a esos datos, porque yo como cliente, pues imagínate, yo no tendría GitHub, a mí no me gusta andar ahí mirando 100.000 ficheros, entonces sería como un poco difícil para mí en cuanto a UX, a experiencia de usuario, manejar vuestro proyecto. En cambio, si se pudierais construir como una plataforma no muy difícil, no es muy así súper complicada, sino una plataforma básica en la que yo pueda acceder a esos datos sin tener que andar en darte de alta en GitHub, chequea tu GitHub, ¿no? Mira repositorios, que es un poco complicado para un cliente de calle. Ahí sería ideal. Si tuvieras las dos partes ya como incluidas dentro del proyecto. Pero eso os digo a nivel profesional porque me pasa que yo juego con datos. Yo ahora tengo una RP con 50 millones de datos. ¿Y qué le voy a decir a mi cliente? Vete al repositorio y chequea todos los... Pues me va a decir, oye, hermano, pues como que es un poco complicado, ¿no? Entonces, sería bueno que pensarais en esto para siguientes interacciones. Pero realmente me ha gustado mucho el proyecto, la idea me ha gustado mucho y lo que les he dicho a los anteriores, vive el proyecto, pensar en el proyecto porque este proyecto sí puede dar un buen rendimiento o puede conseguiros un buen trabajo en una empresa que trabaje con inteligencia artificial. Que aprovechar.
Gracias, Immanuel. Muchas
Muchas
gracias.
gracias.
Muchas
gracias.
gracias por el feedback.
Vamos con José.
Pues hola equipo, pues muy buen trabajo en la presentación. Me gustaría hacerles una pregunta acerca de su experiencia en aprender acerca de Machine Learning. ¿Pudieron ustedes no solamente usar un producto de Machine Learning, pero también indagar en los white papers de esos, es decir, las teorías que están por debajo, ¿verdad?, de cómo funcionan esos sistemas de Machine Learning? Si me pueden hablar de eso.
José, te comento, muy buenos días a todos. Digamos que explorar un poco más a fondo esas teorías, quizás por el tema del tiempo, pues nos costó un poco. Era más como asesorarnos, ir implementando, ir ensayando ir trabajando. Sin embargo, sí pudimos trabajar o leer un poco o indagar un poco sobre el tema de las redes, de las redes neuronales convolucionales y cómo era ese funcionamiento. Entonces, cómo hablaba de que se tomaba primero la imagen, se le ponía un tamaño, se dividía en píxeles, los píxeles venían a ser cada píxel era una neurona, entonces ahí entraban a varias capas, una era la capa convolucional, hablaban de una teoría de ojo de gato, que de pronto, no sé si la has escuchado mencionar, y en ella nos hablaba cómo unas neuronas tomaban unas partes, líneas, por decirlo así, del objeto, y habían otras neuronas compuestas que las absorbían y lo que hacían era que unían esas líneas y formaban el objeto para ya luego dar la característica y en últimas emitir qué objeto era. Digamos que fue como de los temas y era porque era el que más estaba trabajando en su momento, del que pudimos como indagar, pero en realidad no fueron muchos por lo que te comentaba. Digamos que era un tema como de tiempo versus poder desarrollar una parte de este trabajo.
Sí, entendido. Le hago la pregunta porque pues el mercado de inteligencia artificial para empleomanía es muy bueno, muy lucrativo, pero al momento de ustedes tomar pues entrevistas en ese espacio, ¿verdad?, de ese tipo de carrera, pues le van a indagar acerca de los conocimientos básicos, ¿verdad?, de la inteligencia artificial. Mencionaste uno de ellos, ¿verdad?, que es el tratamiento de sistemas neuronales, de neuronas. Pero también hay otros, ¿verdad? Y el campo sigue expandiéndose. Ahora mismo tenemos como el ChatGPT, que habla de los Large Language Models, LLMs, ¿verdad? Pero todo eso se basa, pues, en conocimientos de estadística, de también matemáticas, conjuntos, pues todas esas teorías vienen a formar parte juntas. Pero mi recomendación es, si desean seguir sus estudios de inteligencia artificial con el objetivo de conseguir un trabajo en inteligencia artificial, más allá de las herramientas de inteligencia artificial que están disponibles en el mercado, es también entender todos esos procedimientos, porque ahí es donde está realmente las posiciones muy buenas en la industria. Así que felicidades y espero verlos pues 5 o 6 años después de esto, ¿verdad?, con una posición en términos de inteligencia artificial.
Muchas gracias, José.
Muchísimas gracias, José.
Muchísimas gracias, José.
So thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's try to keep this in English again, okay? And let's move on. Let's move on because we have an agenda. So let's move on with the next team from Medellin, which is an independent project as well. Andres, Camilo, and Brianna, the floor is yours. Are you ready? Yeah, I see Andres. Yes.
Hi, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Can
Yes,
you
we
hear
hear
me?
you. Yes.
Okay, 1 second. I will share now here. Give me 1 second that I have kind of an issue here with the PowerPoint. 1 second, please. The things here. In 1 second, I'm trying here to share now. Share pantalla. Okay. Okay, then here we'll begin now. Please tell me if you can see my screen.
Yes.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning, everyone. I'm thrilled to be here today to introduce you to an exciting and revolutionary social networking experience, Amigos. This is, okay, think about the connections we make every day. Did you know the most connected generation in history is also the loneliest? And we are part of that generation. That's kind of sad. It's kind of hard when you know this kind of thing. What is Amigos? Think about the connections we make every day. Amigos isn't just another social networking. It's a platform designed to elevate our connections and make them more meaningful. In a world where we are connected digitally, but sometimes we feel more distant, Amigos is here to change that narrative. We live in a world where social media often leave us feeling isolated, overwhelmed, or disconnected. Many platforms prioritize quantity over quality in our relationships. Amigos was born out of the need for a space that fosters genuine connections where you can share, support, and celebrate with people who truly matters. Amigos is not just about networking, it's about building a community of real, authentic connections. Our app is designed to prioritize meaningful interactions or mindless scrolling. We have incorporated innovative features, but we want to make you know that what we want is that you can connect really with the people that you really want. It's not just seeing memes, a lot of videos, a lot of screens, because there are a lot of things out there and we are every day saturated with all that content. So what we want is something instead that where you can share what you think, what you want with your friends. When you join Amigos, you are not just joining a social networking, you are becoming part of a supportive community that celebrates your success, lifts you in challenge times, and grows with you. Imagine a space where you are not just a user, you are part of something bigger. A network of friends who genuinely care. The social networking landscape is ready to shift, and Amigos is perfectly positioned to lead this change. With this, what we want is to create these truly meaningful connections, and this is our project. What we use here is simply HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We use for the backend Node, Firebase, and React. The challenge that we found in this project, first, the communication and teamwork, because we are a team that also have some projects and some work out there. So basically what we use to connect and work is like media platform, media and some applications like Trello, Teams, Meet, Zoom, anything that we can use to share information, WhatsApp. And the other thing is the chat model, because we use the Firebase database for save all the data, but this week Firebase erased all our database because we had only a free time project, and that was an issue that we had to find a solution at that moment. So that were our challenges. This is our team Amigos, Camilo Restrepo as a backend developer, Brianna Rivera as a front-end developer, and Andres Rivera as a front-end developer. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you. Paula, I see the hand. Go ahead, Paula.
Thank you, Nata. Thank you, team. I have a few questions for all of you. The first one is why you choose this project. I don't know if I can say all the questions, or we can go one to one. Nata? Or let's start with the first question. Why this project?
Why this project? Okay, so basically we had some projects with how do you say that? We had some projects that we knew that there were with some companies, but also the problem is that we didn't have the time to talk with them, and between us, we were talking about what we can do as a project. So there were some things, and a social network, it was like the first idea that came to us. We wanted to do something bigger, but lastly, we wanted something more kind of say meaningful, something simple, something that have not that quantity of things, because you know when you try to go to social networks now, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you will find a lot of things out there. When you try to see only one thing, you just can't just take hours just seeing things that are not meaningful to you. Just liking to see videos, liking to see some image, but where are your friends? Where are your family? You only share sometimes, and even when you use WhatsApp, you only say hi. So we tried to do something different, and that was the idea.
Okay, another question. Do you do some research for the users? Because in this kind of projects, sometimes we do what we think the people need, not actually what is the need of the people, and we don't research what they want. So my next question is, how are you going to sell this project to the people, or how are you going to do that the people use this platform instead? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We have a lot of social networks, and they are like specialized in some things. TikToks with the videos, Instagram with photos, Facebook with all of them. So how do you think to sell this project instead of Facebook, and that the people really use?
Okay, that's a really good question, because when you are out there looking for some application or looking for something that can help you with whatever you want, you have a lot of choices. As you said before, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they have a lot of users. Yes, but also what we are trying to say here, I read it before, is that this is the loneliest society at moment. You can have a lot of friends, but those are virtual friends. And I think it's the way that we can begin to to sell the idea. Everybody that create a new application or have a new idea, a business, want to sell that idea. And that's kind of a user business strategy and marketing. So what we want here is that we can go to these people that feel lonely and have people everywhere. You can have a lot of friends, but yeah, you can feel also alone. That's what we want. We want to get those people that feel alone but have friends, meaningful friends, and have family, because not everybody is a friend, and not everybody in your family is a real family. What we want is that those persons that feel lonely, that want to share their life.
I get it that, but maybe don't you think that another social network make the people more lonely? Because if I want to be in touch with my family, I have WhatsApp and I make a group with my family. But what are you proposing is create another social network on the where you can only put your closest friends, your closest family, but I already have all that solutions in the other social network. So I don't know if really can compete with what are actually in the market. Okay. Other question is, we see like a demo in a video. Do you have your project or your application deployed in somewhere that maybe we can use it, test it, or just you just have it in your local computer? Are you already sending to people to test it, your family, your friends?
Okay. At the moment, we are just deploying because, as we said before, we had a problem with the Firebase database. We had to do it one more time full. So we are just deploying again the website. We hope that have this website for testing in 1 week. And the idea is that in this moment, I don't have anything in that you can enter to see or to use. But the idea here is that it will not only stay as a project, but we want to advance more. We want to see how much we can make.
Okay, that is like my last question. Sorry, Fiorella, I have questions. Sorry, I will give you the word in a moment. So you say in 1 week you are going to deploy and test it, but in the future, like 1 year ago, 1 year, 2 years, what is your goal with this project in the future? After you deploy it, after you test it, what do you want besides all of the things that you are already say? I mean, more technical. What do you want to add technically to this project in the future?
In the future, there are some models that we wanted to add, and maybe at future, for example, like, it's easier in some social networks that have search friend, add a friend, invite a friend, something like that. And also, I don't know, it's really a good question, because there are a lot of things that we can do, but we don't want to be like the other social networks. We have to think about it. Thank you.
Okay, so sorry, one last question. I have so many, but the last one before giving the word to Diorela. I want to know exactly like I asked the group, a group before, to all of the participants of this group. What can you take of this project for your future as a developer? So I think is Andres, Camilo, and Brianna, correcto? Right?
Yes.
So
yeah,
Andres, you already talked too much. Thank you. I know you have all the information, but I want to know from Camilo and from Brianna, what can you take of this project for your future as a developer?
You have your microphone.
Who wants to start? Brianna, Camilo? Camilo, you're muted. Go ahead. You are trying to speak, but you are muted.
Por favor, me haga la pregunta en español.
Claro que sí. ¿Qué puedes tomar de este proyecto? ¿Sí? Que puedas aplicar en tu futuro como desarrollador.
Ese proyecto lo realizamos primero que todo con el fin de tener un enfoque en lo que es una red social. La idea de esto es seguir con él y poderlo terminar. Prácticamente lleva un 50%, lo hicimos solamente para la presentación, faltarían muchas cosas por presentar. Y esto no solamente es para hoy, es a futuro y la idea es terminarlo. De hecho, estamos enfocados los tres, Andrés, Brianna y yo, para terminar este feedback.
Thank you, Camilo. Brianna, you want to do it in English or Spanish?
En español.
Go ahead. The same question.
¿Cómo estás? Qué pena. Bueno, no, yo creo que, o sea, trabajar en equipo ha sido pues complicado, gracias a que tenemos pues trabajos que de pronto demandan mucha cosa, y ha sido pues como un aprendizaje porque ha sido de mucha investigación, fuera de la investigación también pues como ponernos de acuerdo como en los horarios. Entonces yo creo que hemos aprendido demasiado, o sea, ha sido, ha sido como en todo. Yo creo que en la vida cotidiana a veces uno no sabe trabajar como en equipo, y eso ha sido como lo más importante que nos llevamos como eso, aprender a trabajar en equipo, a organizarnos, y más que todo pues como la investigación que ha sido pues como muy exhaustiva, pero pues nos hemos sabido como acoplar como equipo.
Thank you, Brianna. So now, Fiorella, all yours. Go ahead.
Okay. English, right? Or Spanish? Natalia,
we prefer in English.
In
Okay.
English, yes, Fiorella, please.
All right. Okay. So I have a feedback. It's a question and then also kind of gearing you in the right direction. And the acknowledgement of the loneliness of this generation is so important. You cannot imagine how profound this is. So it's definitely a problem that exists in this day and age. I would suggest just dig further in how to make it appealing. Because if it's not appealing to that generation that you are aiming at, they're not going to use it. So go through what those other social networks have and kind of find the best out of all of them and try to use it for your application. Because at the end of the day, if this is a very tough generation because it's very tech savvy, so if they don't like it, they're just going to toss it away and not going to use it, right? So make sure that you go to that real need of loneliness, but you kind of have to add more other things to it. That's my my feedback. My question is, So what is the target audience? Is it for United States, like the American people? Is it for Latinos? What's your target audience for this app?
Okay,
Anybody can.
for target, I think that to begin, it's for first here Colombia, then Latin America, and if we found that this is really a good idea and it works, I think that for United States and Europe, I think that all the world needs something like this.
Okay, the reason I ask is because of the name. So how would you say it? Amiguas? How would you say it in English if you were to say it?
Yes, I know that it's kind of in English. I can't say that.
Correct. That's where I wanted to take you guys. So I've been living in the US for over 20 years. So I know how things sometimes can take a different connotation, right? So I think with everything that's going on, right, in the world and everything, amiguas, if you go to the American market, it might send a wrong signal, right? It might hit a nerve that you don't want a nerve to be hit. So the meaning of the words, right, the sensitivity of that, just explore a little bit more. If you want to go to the American market with that name, you probably have to be very cautious about it. You probably have to be explanatory. In the bottom, it has to be like a description. This is for everybody, not just to see female friends, right? Because Americans are very targeted, right? Like if you, that's the American culture. If you said amigas, it's like, oh, girls, all right, let's go, right? But it's not, that's not your intention. You want males and females, right? And all the different genders, right? The different classifications, right? You want to make sure you have that very clear if you are aiming to the American market. So that's my question. So make sure you take that into consideration, because although Americans are very into social networks, at the same time, it might pose as something with a different cultural connotations. So just as an FYI, but good job. And you're like in the right track when it comes to address the loneliness of this generation. So thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Diorela, Paula, for your feedback. We really value your comments, and hopefully everyone was paying attention, because for the future projects you have, for the future capsules that we're gonna have with our next cohorts. And let's just finish with Boneto to finish the space. If you guys are ready, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. It's my pleasure to be here today presenting our project, Boneto con Amor. Let me ask you a question. How can we change? Have you ever thought how can we change people's life with using technology? Well, let me introduce you to Adriana. Adriana is a sales representative at Boneto con Amor. Boneto is a local company that produces goods, alternative products that usually comes to China with competitive prices. Our main clients are home supply stores and party stores. And as you can see in the picture, Adriana has to visit our clients carrying those bags full of samples. And after she visits the clients, she has to send an order to the production department at Boneto. And the problem here is that sometimes Adriana makes some mistakes during the transcription of the order. She sometimes forget to include something in the order, or she mix the products and the quantities. That's the kind of main problem here that we're going to try to solve with our solution. Well, now she's Adriana. She's very happy. She's delighted because she's using now our solution. She just have to carry her mobile phone with her. She doesn't need to carry all those bags. Well, our solution it's a platform that combines the sales tools and an inventory management tool. So if we want to see how it works, let's have a look at the application.
Okay, in this part over here, we can see the endpoint for the salesperson. We can navigate through all the categories for the products. Once you choose the product that you want, you just need to add the quantity that will be for the order. And we can review, for example, the order over here. You can enter the name, the client name over here, and confirm the product, confirm the order. Once you confirm it in the sales point of the sales, over here that we have the endpoint for production, well, it automatically receives the order. Once the production person checks that the amount is available, he can confirm the order, and that's it. That's the cycle. And the other important thing is the main panel over here, the dashboard, where you can check all the available products. For example, here we have 59 products. We have 5 categories in total. We can create right here a new product, including the image on all the details. And in the dashboard, you can also, for example, check a product detail, edit or delete the product.
Okay. Well, for our project, we use a lot of technology, more technology that we can fit in this screen. But just to mention a few of them, we use a Trello to organize the whole project. We use Figma to design the main screens of the project. Of course, we use the StackMern for the whole project as well. We use some others like Byte, Axios, Cloudinary, Render, and Vercel. Our biggest challenge for this project was really the use of Reduce. Reduce will take us more time than we expected, but at the end we make it to work with it, and it was working very well. Now, let's have a look at what Adriana thinks about the project.
Hola, soy Adriana de Boneto. Les cuento que ya hace una semana estoy utilizando la aplicación que se creó para el tema de ventas y les cuento que ha sido súper efectiva porque puedo generar órdenes más rápido, claras, para el tema de producción y para mis clientes.
Well, the application was deployed a couple of weeks ago. So we had the time to receive all those feedback from Adriana. We made a lot of improvements during this period, during those 2 weeks. Well, the user is very happy. I'm very happy with this project. Finally, let me introduce our team. I'm very happy with it was my pleasure to work with this team. At the back end, we had Carlos Montoya and Kevin Munoz, and on the front end, Robinson Muñetón and Camilo Estrada. It was really, really a pleasure for me to work with those guys. They were all genius. And thank you so much for, guys, really, you did it great. Thank you.
Thank you, Camille. Thank you, Team Boneto, for your presentation. Let's move on with questions, comments, feedback. Paula.
So hi guys, I just have a little questions is, what is the future for this application? And if maybe you are already think in make as a white label to sell to other companies this solution? That is my two questions.
Yeah, no problem. The future of this application, well, I'm so very happy because I'll be one of the users of this solution. The future will be integrating CRM to the application to manage all the customer information, adding also capabilities for create also billings inside the platform as well. And well, maybe if we can continue in that line, we will end it with the ERP, like something like very robust like SAP. I hope so in the future. For your other question, yes, sure. I would like to sell this application because there are a lot of people like Adriana out there needing the same solution. Just think of for a second, for example, think about Coca-Cola. How do they sell Coca-Cola around the world? They have the same system. They have some guy or girl visiting stores everywhere, taking notes, taking orders, and sending it to the production facilities. It's the same system. Of course, we can sell, for example, this application to Coca-Cola. Let's say that we ask for, I don't know, $10 per license per month for these guys, for this salesperson. That's a lot of money. That's just one sample of one client that we can have it using this application. Think about something else like Procter & Gamble. It's another big client that needs exactly the same.
Amazing, guys. Thank you. And the rest of the team, the same question. What can you have or what can you take of this project for your future as a developer? En español, ¿qué pueden tomar de este proyecto para su futuro como desarrolladores?
Paula, ¿qué tal? ¿Me escuchas?
Yes.
Paula, pues de mi parte me llevo muchas experiencias, unas experiencias pues que hasta ahora no las había vivido. Fueron experiencias, retos, grandes situaciones que tuvimos pues que pasar para poder llegar hasta aquí. Creo que la satisfacción más grande es darle un resultado, no tanto de tecnología, sino como su experiencia, darle esa experiencia al usuario de solucionar los problemas que verdaderamente requería. Entonces, más que código o más que ese tipo de cosas, creo que lo que más me llevo es esa experiencia de usuario de haber solucionado algún problema.
Ok, voy a hablar ya por mí mismo. Bueno, yo me llevo, pues más que todo, aparte de experiencia, yo me llevo conocimiento. ¿Por qué? Porque habían tecnologías que no conocía. El Stackmer pues era una que era como muy habitual, se conocía pues mucho, pero habían otras como por ejemplo algunos frameworks, cómo trabajar pues con Trello, eran cositas pues que uno no manejaba mucho o las conocía pero no las manejaba. Entonces son conocimientos que la verdad pues lo van enriqueciendo a uno. Entonces yo me voy pues más que todo con el conocimiento y pues la experiencia. También me dio pues muy buena experiencia con este equipo porque trabajamos muy bien, habían reuniones tanto virtuales como presenciales, más que todo presenciales, inclusive ahí en la foto pues se puede presenciar que estuvimos en la empresa de Camilo pues la mayoría del tiempo desarrollando, estamos mejor dicho, desarrollando pues este producto, pues este programa. Entonces la experiencia pues como tal en este proyecto fue muy bueno y el conocimiento pues que obtuve haciendo este proyecto también fue demasiado bueno.
Personalmente, pues soy muy grato, es muy chévere el equipo de trabajo, como tal vez lo comentó este amigo Amanol. O sea, vivir la experiencia. O sea, este equipo de trabajo, vivir el proyecto, desde mucho antes ya estábamos muy conectados con qué queremos aprender, qué queremos hacer, hacia dónde queremos llegar, ver cómo la tecnología realmente puede con pocos detalles o con mucho cambiar la vida de los demás, eso es algo maravilloso. Vivir de primera mano la experiencia pues del mundo de desarrollo, pues es algo que realmente es muy gratificante. Gracias a todos, a Holberton, a Boneto, a todos ustedes, muchas gracias.
Thank you, guys. I don't have any more questions. And Nata, all yours.
Thank you. Any more feedback, comments, something else? Congratulations, team. Congratulations. Emmanuel just sent me a message. He's going to watch the videos we are recording, and he's going to watch the video, okay? And he's gonna send a feedback to every single group that he was not able to watch. So yes, you're gonna have feedback from Emmanuel, in case you were wondering.
I hope so, yes. Emmanuel, for watching this, even if you are not on live, I would like to receive your feedback.
Yeah, he will do. He will do it.
It's an honor for me to get your feedback, to get what to know what you think about it. Thank you so much, and Emmanuel, thank you for your previous feedback a year ago. Yeah, we miss you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We miss you here.
Andres, Nata.
Andres. Yes.
Hi, yes. I just want to congratulate to all my friends because I have seen how they have improved in this period of time and how they know now more about programming, logic. They have really how do you say, I don't know how to say aprovechar, but I see them and I see really good programmers now, and it's really great to see all of them doing something like this, and I really congratulate that. I am really happy for them.
Thank you, Andres.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andres. Thank you. Very nice words. Well, team, if we don't have anything else, it's 11:09 already. The meeting was until 11. We're just past 10 minutes. I want to thank all the people who join us, all bees from other cohorts. Hopefully, this is something that you can think about in your process. Cohort 21 is the next one. So hopefully, this can help you in the near future for your capstone. Also, our allies company allies, thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience as well, for your time. We really value your time, and for believing in our developers and in Holberton. Thank you for giving us the chance to meet you or to keep working with you and to continue. If it's possible to continue having this opportunity with the future Holbees. And the special guests, thank you for your time. We really appreciate what you're doing. Your words are very important. What you know from the industry, that's the thing that help us build our new developers. That's the thing that helps them to now to confront, to start this new life of getting a new job and changing their life. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Happy Capstone Day, happy Demo Day. This is over. We'll be contacting you. We're gonna update the scores in intranet, but now you can relax. Please relax, take a deep breath. Hopefully you can sleep very well tonight and this weekend. Congratulations, Hobby. Congratulations, Cohort 20. It has been a pleasure being with you in this journey.
Thanks for the
Congratulations.
Get relaxed, but only for 1 week, okay? Because there's a lot that it's going on.
Emmanuel is here.
Yeah. Hello again. Sorry because I had another meeting with the technical team. Me dieron látigo hasta debajo del carnet, pero bueno. Okay, just for just to know, relax. You have done a hard work making this capstone. I know what it is. I have passed for it. Now you have learned a lot of things that are not in your scope. So now you are in the time to, I would say in Spanish, estáis a tiempo de aterrizar todo lo que habéis aprendido. Entonces, ahora es ese tiempo de pensar en el capstone, en el feedback que os han dado, para ver lo que queréis hacer a partir de mañana, ya como quien dice, fuera de la colmenita de Holberton en la que también os han tratado. Ahora os vais a pelear contra, como siempre lo digo, contra tiburones. O sea, va a ser un poco duro, pero aprovechar lo que habéis aprendido aquí en Holberton, que es invaluable. Por mucho que lo vayáis a pagar luego, como lo estoy pagando yo, pero no vais a llegar a un momento en vuestra vida que vais a decir, Dios mío, si no llega a ser por Holberton, ¿dónde estaría yo? Ya, vais a llegar a ese punto. Yo he llegado en el segundo mes, yo ya llegué ahí. Ya dije, menuda guerra que me viene aquí, ¿no? Pero habéis hecho un network bien bueno aquí con tanto Paulina, con Natalia y con el resto del equipo. Tenéis gente que os va a apoyar siempre, no solo cuando salgáis de Holberton, sino en posteriores proyectos. Entonces, yo sí os recomiendo eso, que sigáis aprendiendo y que valoréis todo lo que habéis aprendido en Holberton, que es muchísimo. Así que felicidades. Ahora tomaros vuestro café, vuestra cerveza, vuestra fiestita, que habéis hecho un trabajo genial. Y ya os mandaré mi feedback por redes sociales cuando lo vea, que ya one on one, entonces ahí ya será como más feo. No será tan bonito como lo que he dicho ahora. Así que chicos, un gusto, gracias por haberme permitido expresarme y para lo que queréis, un coleguita.
Gracias,
Gracias.
Muchas
Gracias,
gracias.
Manuel.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Okay, guys, have a great day. Congratulations again. And well, let's keep going on this road. All of you are going to be in touch with me a lot. Imanol, no. So well, rest this week you have and see you later. Thanks to everyone here. And we hope you have a great weekend. And of course, we hope to have you in the next Demo Day Cohort 21 version. Okay, so have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Gracias.
Bye.
Bye.
you.
Many thanks.